Hello guys. This is my first proper cell video or cell tower video on Google Maps. I've not made one of these in a while now. Anyways, I need to see if my audio is working. Okay, I think it's working. Okay. But anyways, these are going to be a couple cell towers. They're all going to be located along the Interstate 76. Specifically, this is the one I live the closest to my house. And these are the ones that I really like to see at night mode because I just like this zone. So if Big LT watches this video, I'm going to, I don't know, the Big LT, if you watch this video, make sure to leave a comment in the description because I'm probably soon going to do my third live stream. And the link will be in this video. This will probably not be a YouTube live stream. Instead, I'm gonna expect it to be a Google Hangouts live stream. Mainly just because it's easier to do that. I'm not sure if it lags as much. I have tried it before, and it doesn't lag as much as if you are on a YouTube stream. So yeah, third stream is gonna come soon. Anyways, let's get back to the video. This tower is the first one right here. This is a monopole. It's a rare monopole with a beacon. Oh, hello. I was talking to a cat in the room right now. This one right here has an LED beacon. This one has the crappy night mode on it. The dumb flash technology LED beacon that has that I'm pretty sure it's 0.2 seconds on and then 3 seconds off. So it's like Danton. Anyway, Danton. So yeah, it does not have a very good LED, but though you can go back to Street View on computer, it actually had its LED at the time, right? In this clip, you can actually see it flashing. Quite crazy enough, this was back in 2014. It had this LED beacon for a really long time, actually. 2008, that's a bit too old. Looking for 2012 or 2011 is good. This cell tower used to have a flash technology dual strobe. Now, I don't remember having this beacon, but I do remember I have driven across this route in 2012, so I might have seen this beacon on the tower. I don't know, it got its LED beacon really early in its life, or when the beacon was a super new thing. So yeah, this was one of the very first towers that I'm pretty sure got this LED beacon. I don't know if it's on the same exact... Oh, hey, it is. It's on the same exact platform as the strobe light. Anyway, let's go back to modern Street View, because here is the next one. JK, that one's beaconless, so I won't look at that one, because beaconless towers are uninteresting and forgettable. Alright, these are some of my least favorite towers to date. Don't know, Evan is making something right now. He's my brother. He has a YouTube channel as well. He uploads gaming videos. This is the next one. This thing right here. This is a TV kind of tower. It is a radio tower. So this one right here just looks more like a radio tower. This one's pretty tall. I see it's red and white. It has a lot of antennas on it, including this one that you'd usually find on TV towers. This one right here has incandescent beacons, and you can clearly see it. I forgot if they're modern or old ones, though. I think they're modern incandescent beacons with the red glass. This tower also has side markers. They did not remove them. I don't think they've added LEDs. I'm making this video because I'm going on this route tomorrow. I have some family that lives. I have to go on this route to go there. But yeah, this tower right here has incandescent beacons and 2 sets of markers. These next cell towers are just close vicinity with each other. This one is the next one. This one's a gray cell tower. This one has an LED beacon. Yeah, an LED beacon. This one right here, I don't know if it had a strobe light. I think it had a strobe light, but I don't remember when it got that strobe light. I don't know how new this tower is. I think it had a strobe light at its beginning years, though. This one does not have a crappy, bad night mode. This one is instead like an older flash, like a flash technology dual strobe at night. So it's not that bad of an LED beacon. It's still a quite common beacon. I always see this LED. It's probably the most common LED I see out of all the LEDs I have seen so far. But out of this one's probably one of my favorites, just because it's one of the first LED I've ever seen was this LED beacon. I don't know any other. This is also one of the only few LED beacons that I know of. And that was besides that. Let's just go back. This one we'll get later. So is this one. There's actually two towers that I want to talk about. They're both right here. Let's first talk about this water tower. So, I once drove along this route at night. That's actually what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be driving across this route tomorrow. And I'm going to see these two towers right here at night, because they have cool night modes. This one right here, this one might shock you, Big LT. This one right here has markers on top of it. But this is why it's unique. The markers on this tower actually flash at night. It's like a 2-second flash, and then a 1-second flash. It's 2-second on, 1-second off. There's another tower that's along another highway that you're able to see with the same exact beacon. And I like this beacon a lot. I really like if a side marker flashes. I don't care if it's a crappy night mode. It's still cooler if the markers flash. It adds more flashing lights to the tower. Personally, I like towers with a lot of lights on them. And if it has a lot of lights on them, this one does not have lights, but a lot of lights, but it is really unique. But with this tower right here, it looks similar to the last cell tower in the video, as it has two antennas, and it's gray. This cell tower right here it's a white-only strobe light. It's not a flash technology, it's an international tower lighting. If Big LT, if you have watched the stream, which you have, obviously, that old live stream from just a couple, 5 days ago, you will know that the beacon, it's a little bit different. The flash technology wide-only strobe flashes 0.75 seconds on, 0.75 seconds off. This one is 0.5 seconds on, 1 second off. Kind of like the HP Horizon at night. This is a rarer LED beacon than the flash technology wide-only strobe. However, apparently, I don't know why this is true. Apparently, there are actually a lot of these beacons. There's more of this beacon than the flash technology one around my area. However, that doesn't mean it's more common. I do think this beacon is still much rarer than a flash technology single strobe light wide only. This is the next massive TV tower, or at least it's kind of massive. It's located in the middle of nowhere, just south of Kent, as you see right there. Not been in the downtown Kent before. This is really the only... I have been almost in downtown Kent one time. However, I don't remember that much about it. So, this is the next one. This is the tallest one that I'm going to say so far, because it looks taller than this one back here. This one also is very similar to the last one, but it only has one unique antenna. This thing right here don't know why there's two of them. This one, then it has some silicon components at the bottom. Around the top and halfway mark of the towers, you can obviously see that this one has incandescent beacons as well. And I also might be wondering, does this tower have side markers? Guess what, Big LT? Yes, it does. And I'm pretty sure they do work as well. I hope they... Now, there's also a really cool thing about this cell tower. Now, I'm going to say this as well as remember that one weird tower? It was built in 2012, but it has an incandescent beacon. Alongside with that tower and this tower, the incandescent beacon on these towers actually flash for the entire day. They don't turn off. Which, I'm not sure how to feel about that. That's weird, but really cool. This one, actually, I'm pretty sure only recently started doing this. Probably around 2017 or 16. But yeah, this one has a cool incandescent beacon. I don't want this to be ever replaced with LED beacons. If I'm on the trip and these things have LED beacons, I'm sorry, but I might flip out. Anyways, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Okay, apparently it does kind of lag if you record, but it's not as bad as if you stream. This is the next one right here. This is also the first that currently has probably your favorite beacon of all time on the cell tower. Here is the next one. This is another red and white cell tower right here, located just south of Kent. It's another red and white cell tower. This one has a flash technology dual strobe. It's normal, it has one set of markers. It has a bunch of antennas for a cell tower that's literally located in the middle of nowhere. I personally really like this tower, mostly just because of how unique it is, kind of. I mean, I have seen this truss before on another tower in downtown Akron, Ohio. However, unlike that tower, this one has much more antennas. And specifically, it's actually quite hard to find a cell tower with multiple microwave antennas in the middle of nowhere. That just blows my mind that those exist. Except for maybe AT&T long lines. However, I've actually not really seen this in a really early time, so I'm going to view this in 2014. It could actually look the exact same, unless there might be a different antenna. No, nothing changed on this tower. Surprisingly, the antennas on this tower are actually very outdated and have not been updated in a long time. I'm actually surprised that it took like many years. I don't know if this tower was modded. I don't think it got an LED beacon because it's a red and white tower. But that doesn't mean there's a 0% chance that this thing might have an LED beacon. No one knows. I'm almost done with this video. There's 2 more cell towers that I want you to see. 4 more cell towers. Okay, I'm going to end at a specific endpoint that I'm going to think of at the end of the video. I don't know how long this video will be. I don't necessarily know how to keep track because I use Adobe Studio. They don't have a time thing. Here are the next 2 towers right here. I'll get to this one second. Nah, I'm going to do this one first because it has the lesser good beacon. This one right here. This one right here. I'm just going to first show you the old picture of it because it used to look way different. Well, I'll get to this version later. This is the first one. This one right here used to have an antenna down here and a satellite dish right here. And the antenna on this tower actually used to be bigger. This cell tower also used to have a different beacon, I'm pretty sure. I think it was the FlashGuard 3000 dual strobe. However, I don't remember it having that beacon, and I also forgot it looked like this for like years. I'm pretty sure I saw this tower again in 2016 when once checking on Google Maps. Which was really cool. I forgot it looked like this. Next up is 2015. This is when the beacon likely changed on the tower at the time. Almost all of its antennas were removed. except for this top one, but it was like downgraded. Kind of sucks to see a tower with only one antenna now. The beacon also got replaced, and this was actually one of probably one of the very first instances. No, actually the very first instance. Well, Big LT, this was the very first time I saw markers flash on a tower. The markers actually do flash on this tower today. It's a modern LED with the markers flashing on it. It's pretty uncommon in my area to specifically see towers like this. And that's why I like them a lot. They are super rare. They're like much rarer than stationary markers. And it's actually more convenient, I've heard. It makes more lights flash on the tower. I like when lights flash on the tower a lot. And second of all, it just looks so cool when it shows the tower a ton. And I've just haven't really seen anything like it until I saw this cell tower. And I would just fast forward again. This cell tower got another cell update. I got this new antenna right below this top antenna. Another thing to note about this cell tower, I've actually saw them constructing this antenna on the tower. Once I was driving, I actually drove past this exit. If you see the distance right there, this is actually a highway that we use to get to family members. Like, specifically tomorrow I'm going to my uncle's house, and he lives along, to get there you do need to go on this highway right here. It's about an hour away from my house in general. But yeah, I actually went past this exit because it was going to Pittsburgh. That was the one time I went in Pennsylvania. Remember that first stream? And when I was there, when I was going along this highway to Pennsylvania and from Pennsylvania, I actually saw them constructing this antenna. This was the only piece of the cell tower, like this one on the right here. It was actually the only one that was constructed at the time. But then the next time I went along this route, I don't know what I was doing. Probably going to someone else's house. But I actually saw it was fully constructed. The beacon didn't change. It was still that unique, cool LED beacon. I don't really think that's a very nice term to say, cool LED beacon. But it actually kind of was, and it still is today, a cool LED beacon with flashing markers. But this next one you'd probably like even more. It is even bigger than the last one. It looks taller. It has more antennas. It has a lot of antennas at the top. This cell tower right here has markers. They don't flash with the beacon. Guess what beacon is on this tower? Yeah, you're wrong. It's not a flash technology dual strobe. It's actually an incandescent beacon. This was actually the very first time I've ever seen an incandescent beacon on a self-supported tower like this. I'm pretty sure it's the modern incandescent beacon, and I have seen this at night in 2012. I think, maybe. I was born in 2007, so I'm not that old. But I do remember that this beacon, I'm pretty sure I was like 5 and I saw this at night. It was really cool. I had knowledge of cell towers back then when I was like 3 years old in 2009 or 2010. Then there are like a few more cell towers, specifically 5 more that I want you to see. One of them had an unfortunate update, and the other one is a newer tower. And remember that plague you told about, like the cell tower plague from an older video? It was not an older video, it was a more recent one. Okay, we're almost there. Those are the 2 towers, but I need to get closer to them. Pretty sure you are able to see them through like one specific. Yeah, I really like this view of the cell towers. This is the first one. This is the one that got infected with the plague, also known as the loss of the top half of cell towers. This still exists today. This one has a dual strobe light. It's a Philips dual strobe light. Huey and Philips. This one, I'm happy that it hasn't been replaced with an LED beacon. I think this one might get replaced with an LED beacon soon, maybe. I don't know what the LED beacon will be on this tower, but this top piece on the tower, which I really like it with two pieces like this. Unfortunately, the top half of this tower had to get replaced. It now is just blank. It has just this thing right here. That's it. And the crazy thing about this bottom piece, I'm pretty sure has nothing on it. It's nothing. I don't see anything on the top half of the tower. So I'm not sure. This tower might actually get torn down soon, which might suck. This is the closest one to getting torn down, and might be the next one torn down. This is the new one that they added. This one I have not seen at night close to the tower, but I have seen it at night once passing through that one highway for like just a few seconds at night before, and I will probably do it tomorrow. This one has the crappy night mode, the crappy flash technology night mode. But the side markers, like, remember that one tower that you told us about, BLT? It's a newer one. It was in St. James. It has just one section of, two sections of cell antennas now. It has the exact same flash as this at night. The crappy night mode, but at least the markers do flash, which make it look cooler. This one I don't have much to say, except it has one cell antenna, and it now takes the place of this antenna right here. I'm pretty sure it's also stronger as well. I don't know, I like two similar towers located next to each other. Don't know, it just looks cool this way. There's three more towers that I'm going to have to end the video off because they're all located just next to each other. Hear the background, that's my brother looking at memes. He didn't notice that, but that's okay. There's one cell tower right there that's beaconless, so I won't talk about that one. These are the last three cell towers. I'm going to start off with this one because it's the most forgettable in my opinion. I have actually only seen these two towers at night. However, the only thing that I have to say about these towers, I have not driven along the I-76 before next to these towers with these at night. So the only time I've seen these towers at night was there was actually a few times before. Like, I'd usually drive away from a family member's house. I would go on that one highway that leads to my uncle's house. But you could see these two towers at night. This one, though, is the only one that I've so far not seen at night. The only thing I have to say about this tower is that luckily I do know how it flashes at night because the beacon is just a giveaway. This cell tower right here has a flash technology dual strobe. And because it's just a standard flash technology dual strobe with no problems at all. No weird white at night flashing, quick flash at night. Nor that weird problem that like only two towers I know have, which is where it flashes red at day, but it still flashes like a flash technology or a strobe at day, and at night where it flashes like a night only strobe, but it's just the colors are reversed. It doesn't have any of those problems, I'm guessing. I've seen this only probably if it flashes white. Not really seen this tower in person. Here are the two that I have seen at night from a distance, though. This is the first one right here. Man, I'm kind of sad at how this wire does not reach the top of the tower. It just kind of gives me a bit of OCD. I do have a OCD. It's 1 in 100 chance to have that specific disorder, I've heard. I have an OCD where I essentially have to, if one of my hands touches something, my other hand has to touch the same thing as well. But it's just hard to describe, so I'll just ignore that. This tower right here, the gray one right here, where this wire thing does not complete everything, this one has an LED beacon. It's the crappy night mode LED beacon with that dumb night mode. It sucks. I wish it had a strobe light. I don't know if it ever had a strobe light. I think it did. I don't think the beacon's original. This is not a newer tower. It's older, even though the antennas look a bit newer. Actually, no, they don't look that new. This one at the top is really the only one that looks sort of new. I'm gonna fast forward back. 2014 is a good time. Okay, it's just really updated antennas. And what did this tower look like back then, I wonder? Okay, it just looks the same. It has not been updated in a long time. And the very last cell tower in this video to say is this one back here. This one also has a flash technology dual strobe. This one I've also seen at night. It's also kind of a given. It's just kind of boring. It has a really cool antenna on top of it. Like, remember that cell tower that flashed red at day and white at night on the stream? Yeah, this tower right here has the exact same... It has the exact same antenna on top of it. However, this one doesn't have the same beacon problem. It's just normal. It has normal markers. And that's just basically it. I'm just going to show you... actually, no. I'm going to end off with one tower that I'm just going to make a prediction on. Based off what beacon it has. So this one... Don't know how it flashes at night, but I'm just going to guess how it does. Right here. This one right here I've not seen at night before, but I have looked at the beacon. Look at this short tower. It has a beacon. Quite strange to see. This one right here, I'm only going to make a prediction. I don't see any markers on this tower. So what I'm guessing that this tower has is a night mode only, like a white only LED, which, if you don't know, is really rare. Like, the most common white only beacon I see are white only strobe lights. So white only LEDs are most likely becoming new things. But besides that, there's not really any more things that I would consider in... Oh, there are more towers that I'm just gonna say. But anyways, that's just it. I'm just gonna end it right here. So, Big LT, if you're watching this video, I'll link the stream, the third stream, which will be on Google Hangouts, soon. But for this, at the end, I'm going to link a list of cell towers at the end of maybe that stream. Because this won't be on YouTube, this will be on Google Hangouts. This is just it for the video. I hope you're happy if I'm doing another tower-related video. 30 minutes? Wasn't expecting it to be that long. So this is a bye-byes. I don't have to say anything more. So, bye.